Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica Nicole, and today I want to talk to you about gift giving during this holiday season. A lot of you guys are feeling a lot of anxiety, stress, and pressure to buy gifts. This is the last weekend before Christmas, and so I really wanted to put this video out here before we go into the weekend season of buying to get all of those last minute gifts. If you are delaying your financial goals or going into debt to buy gifts, this video is for you. It will bring you clarity around your financial decisions this holiday season. So to kick us off, I really want to spend some time talking about what the holidays are and what they are not. So the holidays were never meant to be about buying gifts, more so around spending time with loved ones, making meaningful traditions, and being present with your family and friends. The holidays, Christmas actually started as the celebration of the birth of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, a miraculous birth. And so it was never about us getting anything rather than a celebration of life. And so this holiday season, don't let anything confuse you around why you're celebrating Christmas, whether you are a Christian or not. This holiday season is about presence, about making meaningful traditions, and really about spending that time with your loved ones. So now that we got that settled, there's three mindsets I want you to think about this holiday season. And one is that you can opt out of systems that do not serve your financial goals or align with your values. If your values is to be financially secure or to take care of your family, or you value travel, this holiday season, don't do things that don't align with those values. And if buying expensive gifts or buying gifts at all doesn't align with those values, it's okay to opt out. The second thing is gift giving should be an expression of love, not out of fear and guilt. So when I say that, you should give because you want to give and because you have the means to give, and it's an expression of your love, an extension of your love, because you cannot buy somebody's love. And so gift giving is just an extension of that, and it shouldn't be done out of guilt or fear. If you have either of those things, stop now, quit spending. And then the last thing is the heart of the seasons is presence, love, and generosity. And, helping the less fortunate. It's not all about just buying things for yourself or just spending frivolous this season. So now I want to talk to you guys because some of you guys may have some money to spend this holiday season. You've been saving up and you're prepared for the Christmas season, so you know you were spending. And some of you guys, it might have caught you by surprise, or every year you just overspend. You know you don't have it. You know you don't make ends meet, but you still decide that, hey, I'm going to give Christmas gifts this year. These are some conversations you can have to put a pause on all of that and feel guilt-free going forward. So conversation number one is to be honest about your financial goals. Kids understand when you talk to them about goals. Adults understand when you talk to them about goals. And so when you have a conversation around your financial goals with your family, it can go something like this. This season, I'm really working on saving at home, saving for a home, or I'm working on building an emergency fund, or I'm paying off debt. This is my goals beyond the holiday season. So I won't be able to give gifts this year, or I will only be able to give homemade gifts this year. Whatever that may look like for you, invite people into your goals. Invite people into your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. You never know where that conversation can take you. They might even have goals that they wanted to accomplish, but was just too scared to tell you. And so honestly, you guys, talk to people and let them know what your goals are, so that they have clear expectations around gift giving this season. If they decide to get you something after you told them, then that was their choice. But at least they're not buying you an expensive gift and now you feel like you have to go and get them a gift, or that they're getting you something and they're frustrated because you didn't get them anything. The next conversation that I would implore you to have is to invite people to support, as well as think of alternative ways to celebrate the holidays. And so what that could look like with inviting someone to support. So some people, like I said, they've saved up, they're ready to spend gifts, and you can invite them to support you. Hey, I am saving for a home. If you want to support that, feel free to. What that might look like for me is my son has a 529 plan, a college savings plan. And so instead of them giving him a toy that will end up on the floor that I'll be yelling at him to pick up, that can look like, here's the link to support my son's college savings, and they can just send the money to that college savings instead of buying toys or going to support. That can look like a whole host of things, but you can invite people to support. If you don't have that crowd or those loved ones are not those that will want to, don't worry about it. Talk about alternative ways that you can celebrate the holidays, whether that's a movie night or game night, whether that is a night of reflection and prayer, or whether that is creating a meal with your family and loved ones. Whatever that might be, you can create your own new tradition in celebrating the holidays, and you don't have to buy gifts this holiday season. The third thing I would say is some of you all got it like that, and that is okay, and I am here for it because that's what this channel is supporting, rooted and rich. So if you are rooted and rich and you feel like you have it this holiday season, I would implore you to really think about how you can be generous this holiday season. There are so many children that go without, and there are so many people that are in need this holiday season. And so a great way to spend money and to make a difference is to adopt a family, is to partner with organizations that, provide gifts to children during this holiday season. There are so many opportunities, and I know a lot of churches as well as jobs will have opportunities for you to give gifts and adopt families. And so consider doing that. Consider giving to your favorite organizations that you want to support long term, because there is so many ways to help the people around us. And when we help the people that are less fortunate than us, it lifts everyone up. The other thing that I would say, I had two experiences recently when it comes to that. One, I was talking to a friend. They were telling me about a person they know that grew up in homelessness and was living in a shelter at one point in their lives. And they said that their most memorable Christmas was that at the shelter, because they got so many gifts, or not even so many gifts, but it was just the best Christmas because they got gifts and, they felt celebrated in that season. And so that just reminds me that you can make the difference in somebody's adulthood, even giving now, and that they'll remember it for a lifetime. The other thing is, the other day, I was just, I've been feeling led to carry cash on me so that I can give to homeless people or people that I see in need, just random acts of kindness. But a lot of times I don't carry cash, so I can't do it, and they can't take a debit card or anything like that. And so this particular day I had the cash on me, and the person, I handed them the money, told them God loved them, and they lit up. And it was just the most fulfilling moment that I can imagine. My heart just said full, and the person was like, "You're awesome." I'm like, "You're awesome too." And I think in that moment, what really made me feel so great was that person felt seen, and that's what I wanted them to feel, was seen, that they were valuable, that they meant something to the society that they lived in. And so I just implore you to be that this holiday season to someone else, even if you never see them face to face or they never see you face to face. Be a part of somebody's story this holiday season if you have it to give. Lastly, I'll close with this. Guilt often comes from unspoken expectations. And so if you don't tell people what's going on in your financial season, I'm not talking about the details of how much you want to save or what kind of savings you want to do. But if you don't tell people hey, I'm saving for a home. My goal is to buy a home in 2026 or 2027. I'm not doing Christmas this year. That is where the disappointment comes. That is where the guilt comes from, because you didn't say anything, and people went out and they spent money. They spent money, and now you feel bad. But when you set those expectations ahead of time, you don't have to feel bad. Peace comes from clarity and alignment. So when you create this clarity in your own life, that I am going to prioritize my own financial goals, that I am going to align with my values, I'm going to opt out of a system that tells me that I have to spend and buy all these things on sale because that doesn't align with my values, you get so much more out of that, and you find peace in that. The last thing I'll leave you with is giving outward shifts your focus from guilt to gratitude. So when you are able to give, and let's say that you're able to support some of your family's goals, so you're able to give to them and say, hey, I wanted to support your home buying process, so I wanted to give $100 to that. Or I'm going to give to your kids 529 college savings plan because I know that this will impact them for a lifetime rather than just the moment at age whatever. That can be so much more meaningful, and it can shift a moment that could be guilt riddled into gratitude. So you can be generous and financially responsible this year, this holiday season, and you can honor the season without spending. So you don't have to spend this holiday season in order to honor the season. I'll leave you with this because this might be a little controversial, but maybe not. That you can take stuff back. Let's say you overspent, you spent stuff on credit cards and stuff like that. This holiday season, they have extended return policies. So don't feel bad about returning stuff. If this holiday season you went and you overspent, Christmas is 9 days away, maybe 8 days away from this video, return. Get your money back and have the conversation with the people and implore them to do the same. Because you are not obligated to give gifts, and you shouldn't do anything out of obligation, rather just an expression of your love. I also implore you to think about giving gifts that are meaningful and easy on the budget, as far as like making a baked good that you can slice up and give to everybody and then package really nicely as a gift that will cost half the price of buying everybody a $30, $25, $40, $10 something. So think about ways to give gifts that really showcase who you are, as well as give them something to remember. I know, like, we recently had a celebration in my family, and someone brought a dessert, and I mean, it was one of the best desserts ever. And I have another friend that's going to be providing the dessert for this Christmas, and I can't wait for us to make memories off of that dessert. And so sometimes just the gift of a baked good or something like that can be so meaningful to people. And they're always talking about, remember when we had such and such as cake or such and such baked good. So think about those things that you can do that are less on your budget, but really can make a difference in someone's life, or just make a new tradition around your family. So thank you for watching this video. Share this video with anybody that needs to spend less and consider more their financial future in this holiday season. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.